So I've been going around and collecting little things here and there that were at the end of my garden season. And I remembered that I got these little sweet potatoes planted really late. So I started my sweet potato slips in the winter, which I grow because in the winter when nothing is outside growing, they're beautiful. They're kind of a big vining thing that I can grow in my kitchen window. And so they sort of give me my joy before I even get them outside. And I've never really grown anything more than little tiny fingerlings. And I didn't expect more this year, because I still don't expect more this year, because I left them in the greenhouse until they were practically shriveled up. So they definitely had to like catch up and rebound to catch. But, so this is what I had just harvested. I got a last couple bundles of flowers and my sunflower seed heads for seed and for planting and for catching my seeds for next year. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull out the lemon cucumber seeds from this. And last Friday, I actually had the fun opportunity to teach. I was like the Zoom guest speaker for a bunch of junior high kids at my local high school, well, junior high. And I was teaching them about the Back to Eden method, and I was teaching them about seed preservation and worms and manure. And the kids that I ran into at church today, they asked me if they could have cucamelon seeds. So in my pockets, I got sunflower seeds in one pocket and cucamelons in the other pocket that are the last of the season that have grown to their full size. So I'm actually gonna harvest some seeds out of here and see if I can't get them to work for this class and do a seed swap. So that's pretty fun. And I might try to do the same thing with my ground cherries, pineapple ground cherries, although I don't know if I'll ever have to plant those from seeds again, because they just are super, and they self-seeded everywhere. But let's go back to my sweet potatoes. These were the ones, I had a scrawny little plant over there, and this is what I'm used to. These little fingerlings that I kind of put in a stir fry. But I got one, check it out. I'm kind of excited about that. But now that I look at it, I'm kind of wondering if this was what I planted the whole thing. Like, I can't remember if I broke off the seeds, broke off the little starts, or if that's what I planted in and I only have these. We shall see. Let's see. So I'm not expecting a huge harvest. These are again a full sun crop, and I don't have full sun until next year, so that will be fun. And so let's see what we got here. See if there's anything besides fingerlings. And mind you, this is the first year soil for this area. So it's not, oh yeah, see, just fingerlings. Sometimes I wonder if I leave these in the ground, if they would grow the second year better. Like, maybe I'll leave a couple of them down in here and just see what happens. So I have these little guys, these little fingerlings, and instead of harvesting them all, I think I'm just gonna cover them back up and see if they'll actually come up next year, which I would be surprised if they did, but it would be super beneficial if they did. I don't even know what the rules are. Maybe I'm just wasting. So, yep, this is what I'm used to. I don't get enough sun to do a full crop. I mostly grow it because it's beautiful and it's a fun ground cover. But let's get those back in there and see what happens. Happy with my soil. Like I said, this is just first year. I had underneath here was construction fill dirt, and I added a layer, several inch layer of my my deep litter chicken mulch, and then I had bark chips on top, but they are actually well decomposed by now, and this will go into a mulch pile. So start the process all over again. That's what I got for you. So as you saw in the last video, I was talking about having sun issues and not getting full light. Well, as you can see in this video, we're actually going to take on the mostly dead maple tree that's balking most of it. And over the next couple of weeks, we're going to actually take out a couple choke cherries and a small cedar tree, and we'll harvest the wood and use it in our wood stove. But we're using this opportunity, since I have to move my garden, to make it so that I actually get enough sun in this new space
to bring back my tomato plant growing and my cucumber growing, potentially peppers and melons too, because it actually gets, even this time of year in late November, it actually gets more sun all off and on throughout the day than my existing garden does. It's really dark. So here it is, all the fun.
And it's down. It did actually break up where it was dead, but fortunately it didn't fall before separate from the tree. That's good. Yay.
That one made me a little nervous. I'm glad it's done.
Yes, me too.
In other news, we got cows. They're up at my brother's house because we don't have enough field or property for it. And my brother, my dad, and another friend of ours are going in on these 4 cows.
And then this is $3.95, and he gave Jordan and his son 40 of it.
You coming to say hi to me?
And then this.
And these are some of the fall delights, being able to grow garden greens and basil, indoor flowers with pumpkins, my harvest, and of course some houseplants that are just looking so lovely. Wintertime is almost here, and that's always the houseplant season. Thanks again for following along. I hope you'll follow my channel and give me a click. Have a good day.